Are we good? It looks like we're finally online. So hello motherfuckers. This is the third time trying this shit, alright? Live streaming right now isn't fucking working for whatever reason on YouTube. So we're gonna watch this handsome motherfucker named YawaR, aka QuincyCrew's carry, aka Smail's brother, carry the fuck out of this game. Alright? This is a phenomenal Void game, and I'm erect as fuck right now watching this. And I already watched a little bit yesterday, but I was really tired, and I said I'd make a replay analysis today. I don't usually do replay analysis because it's fucking boring, but you know, I this is something that's just I want to do, so I'm gonna do it, and maybe I'll do more in the future because replays are much easier to mess with than just watching live games and you know, doing everything live. All right, so we have our boy YawaR playing Void, and one of the most important things to note here is, like, in which game do you pick Void? What game is going to be successful is when they don't have a save. Here they have, you know, they have stun, they have things to counter, like not to counter but to stop Void before he has, like, you can, yeah, just throw cask and you can stun, you can, you know, initiate on him. But when he chronos, what do? They don't have anything. If he chronos on BKBs, he has a free game. He literally has a free game. There's no Pugna, there's no Shaker, there's nothing like that's gonna stop him. There's no Weaver ult, nothing like that. He has to level up Q here, right? Yeah, he's going to Q, and then yeah, he's good. And he's within tier 2, and they're not. They got a lot of damage off, let's be honest here. But that's fine. That's fine. He also got stick charges, so it's not bad. It's not all bad. But this is one of the games where Void can be very successful. They did pick Luna into Void, right? Because Luna farms faster than Void, and if she's an item ahead, she can tank the chrono and whatever damage she throws, like you throw at her. It's like, so in this game, Chrono is going to be very successful. Once he has BKB, he's unstoppable, but he also has good, you know, damage within Chrono. He has this Ember that can side a fist, and then you have this Black Hole follow-up. You also have Earth Spirit follow-up. You also have this Enchantress that can kind of throw spears within Chrono, right? But you can kind of see that, you know, not only does he have a little bit of damage within Chrono, that he has follow-up, and they have no save. So let's talk about his starting items. He went 1 stack of Tangos, 2 branches, Quelling, and a stick against this Weaver. And I'm really expecting him to level up this magic stick first before even he goes Wraithband. Maybe he finishes 1 Wraithband and he gets a stick at the same time, because you really cannot, you know, lane. Yeah, you have to finish the magic stick. That's why you got 2 branches and a stick. It's like against Batrider, you need to finish that stick. It's a good decision making already from YawaR. And you want to focus on last hits, alright? You see Sammy Boy here, they want to switch lanes. They don't want YawaR against... They don't want to put Batrider against YawaR. Right? They'd rather have... No, they don't want to put Luna against this Enigma, because she's just not going to get farm. Like, every range trip is just going to be denied. Right? So she's going to fall behind. They don't want that, so they put her against Faceless Void. And he's like, nope, you guys TP'd here. I'm going to farm out that wave, and I'm going to go back to Batrider. You guys TP'd. Alright, so you can react. When the enemies walk to a certain lane, then you're kind of stuck. Then you have to kind of walk to the other lane, and there's like some shenanigans that can happen. But if it's just a straight out TP, you're fine with that. You're fine. And this is, the lane's pushing out, but right now it's in a good place for him to farm. So yeah, he got a circle. He didn't finish the Wraithband before he finished the wand. He finished the wand first. That's his main priority in the lane. And it looks like Sammy Boy actually TP'd. No, he didn't TP, he walked. So they can switch up lanes. But I think Monkeys did TP. So Monkey is kind of stuck here. They are trailing him, but honestly, not that bad. They're just going to wait until the TPs runs out, like cools down, and Monkeys is going to TP top. So you kind of have to decide now. You're on the back foot as Void. You're against the trial and you're not farming. Lane is in a bad position. Your TP, he's gonna TP top soon on Bat Rider. And are you just waiting for that so you can just waste TPs? Is that what's happening? So we're gonna put up, yeah. So you can already tell. You know, Luna's not doing that well, but neither is Void. Luna's doing just a little bit worse than Void, but it's not like, you know, the mids. Mids already are at 20 CS, you know? They're already doing, they're just exchanging farm. They're getting ahead. And yeah, Bat Rider TP's top. And does he have... Yeah, he did have the deliver... He did have the clear deliver this Wraith Band. Yep, just TP top. Oh, that's a big TP. That's a long TP. And you see when they're TPing, it's like when... Yeah, he's gonna get that. It's when they can farm. It's when the lane is under tower and they can just get CS. Right? If Luna TP is here now, they have 3 heroes. Yeah, Luna TP is here. She's dead. She's going to die. Unless they bring up a tri-lane of their own. Yeah, Luna doesn't want to be here. They're going to block the pull. They're going to, you know, static farm. He's going to leave the lane here. Nothing's happening. And let's talk about the build. He went 1-1-1 and he put 2 points of time lock. 1-1-1 because usually you go either 2 points into time lock, and you just leave. You don't put any points into time dilation. Yeah, this is a tri-lane versus tri-lane. This is what both teams had to do, right? Yeah, don't hit the tanky guy. And the lane's pushing out now. So this is bad. This is kind of bad. So I didn't finish the second Wraith Band. So usually you go 2 Wraith Bands plus Wand. That's normal. But you can leave it at 1 Wraith Band and Wand if you want to get your treads faster. Yeah, so she used the stun to... Sammy used the stun to deny the range creep. Very nice. And he's level 5. So he went 1-1-2 and then he put another point to time walk. Because he realizes he needs time walk this game. 1 point is enough, because if you're against a Bat Rider, you can kind of time dilation him. Like if he stickies and tries to run at you with his fire, you can just time dilation and you're good. Can't really chase you. Again, at this point of the game, you're prioritizing farm. All right, you're not. Let's just speed up the gameplay by a little bit, because the lane is pushed out, and yeah, like you're wondering, you know what? Why is he chasing all the way here and not farming? Lane's already pushed out. He can't farm there He can't farm there safely. So he might as well go for the kill. Yeah, and you don't want to be in that tri-lane. Because Luna, you know, Luna, Witch Doctor, and Ogre are going to be very... And you get a kill when you come bottom. It's like you have 3 heroes here. They did the same thing to Laylis, right? They were there, and he gets a salve. Very, very nice. They killed them with 3 heroes, and now they're just returning the favor. And again, like this has been ongoing, back and forth. Both heroes are farming still, kind of, right? And you know, this is not atrocious. Not that atrocious. You have Chrono. You don't want to be in that lane. Right? You saw Bat Rider go top, that means Luna's gonna come bottom, and there's gonna be 3 heroes there. And guess what? You have Chrono, you have Treads, you have Wraith Band, you have enough damage. If he's low, just jump in and kill him. And here you're actually fine going bottom because Luna's going to push out the wave. As long as she's pushing out the wave and not static forming the wave, then you can just be under tower and you'll have the extra armor and regen. to be able to do that safely, right? Luna is ahead of you. She is 43 and 21, right? So you're not enjoying this way too much, but you do have a little bit of backup. Yeah, so Luna's jungling now. You see it. And now you're comfortable being in lane and farming. And you know, you're asking yourself, you know what? The laning stage is not going that well. What item do I need to go? I can tell you that if he was having a free farm lane, it was likely that he's going to go something like Battle Fury. Because compared to Mjolnir or Maelstrom, it just feels like the more luxurious item. If you can go Battle Fury, you're kind of set, right? For the game, as in farming. But because he's not ahead, he's going to go Maelstrom. And even after Maelstrom, he knows that the enemies are going to hit a timing where they're really strong. Again, he always prioritize bounties, especially when you can go get them. And now he knows there's a sentry there. They see the sentry, but Chrono's almost back up. Chrono's up. Do they even need to Chrono? Yeah, he's just going to do it, and he wants the last hit. But yeah, Quinn's gonna take it. He really wanted the last hit, but you know, Quinn doesn't allow him. I don't know why Gunner's here. Gunner doesn't need to be here. Yeah, he's going to get. He's going to die, likely. No, he doesn't die. Okay. Wish Doctor saves him. 4 heroes in the enemy jungle. Oh, okay, Gunner. You don't have any mana, brother. You're jumping it. Yeah, that's so he gets his kill. He gets the kill that he wants. And look, if we go into net worth, he's higher than the Luna. Luna hasn't been killing anyone. He's 2-0-4 because he's been running around and using his abilities and killing people. And he hasn't fallen behind and farmed that much. Luna's not at a point where she can farm the map super fast. Right? So she went the uber greedy build, which is 4.2 moon gives, and that's why she can't fight. But YawaR, on the other hand, has his Chrono and has the minimum amount of, even if he doesn't have damage, he has teammates that can kill for him. 4-1 and 2 is the build. He's like, you know what? I don't need this time lock, but I need to be able to get away and be mobile. Right? And he is going Maelstrom. Maelstrom is the cheaper item when compared to Battle Fury, and it also lets you farm, and it gives you a little bit more damage too. It's a less luxurious item, but you know, one of the good things about Battle Fury is that you can farm engines, you know, relatively easily. Maelstrom doesn't allow you to do that. And again, they're going to hit a timing where they're going to be very strong, you know, magic damage wise. And if he doesn't have BKB, you know, like what's the build this game? Is it Maelstrom? Is it Mjolnir then BKB? Yeah, so he has to kind of run away. He doesn't have Chrono. He does have 4 teammates here. And they kind of, yeah, okay. They just went into their heroes. But again, he didn't jump in there. Like, he didn't say, oh, you know what? I have 4 heroes here. I can just jump in with Maledict on me and just start right-clicking the bat. No, I'm going to chill. I'm going to let my teammates kill that hero. And I'm just going to farm. I'm going to right-click. Yeah, my job is to farm right now. Get my Maelstrom. Get my Mjolnir, maybe. Get my BKB, and then I am ready to fight. It's like it's very dangerous to go Mask Madness this game because they do have, like, you're not invincible in the Chrono. They can stun you, and if they follow up while you're silenced, you're dead. Especially if there's a ton of magic damage. Like, Luna can pretty much Q you and ult, and if you're silenced, you can't go. Yeah, Mask of Madness is not the item in this game, and he's not like free farm mode where he can just go Battle Fury and feel luxurious and hit his timings normally. So yeah, he's like, you know what? There's a lot of magic damage. There's a lot of shit I don't want to deal with. So even though this is not what I want, this is not the ideal, right? This is not the ideal build. I'm still gonna go BKB before I go my Mjolnir. Is he gonna jump in? No, he jumped in. He didn't even need to jump in. He knows exactly how far the range is for the chrono. You can put the chrono at the edge of that. And so he did it from low ground where he didn't have time walk, and he still got. He was, he again. Let's go back. Let's go back. He sees somebody's gone on, right? And boom, 3-man chrono. He's only gonna get 1 kill, but he's only gonna get 1 assist. He's not even gonna get the kills, but he did win the team fight, and that allows them to do a lot. They can get towers, they can get objectives, they can get ahead in the team, right? They can get ahead. They don't have to be one, they're gonna take it up the ass for the next 5 minutes. But Chrono is down, and I think Monkeys Forever is dead too. His Firefly is almost over. Yeah, now because he feels really safe, and because he wants this kill, perfect. He gets that kill. Like, he has not been AFK jungling. Whenever the Chrono's up, he is going towards his team, and he's using the Chrono, right? Every time you have the Chrono before 15 minutes, I would say, use the Chrono. Especially since you're the ones who are, like, you can't let the other team get ahead. If Storm is farmed, if Luna's farmed, if this Bat Rider gets farmed, you're not gonna have a good game. You're gonna be on the back end. But you have a little bit of space. You don't have Chrono, so this is where you AFK farm. You go for the bounties again. Look, 10-minute bounties, 15-minute bounties. He's always in the right position for bounties. If you're able to prioritize bounties, there are a lot of gold that you get for your team, and the enemies aren't getting it either. So yeah. So he is going the normal build. At level 10, he got the 8 strength. At level 15, he's going to get the time walk. Level 20, you're going to get the cast range. And 25, you're going to get the backtrack. That seems to be like that's like the normal optimal build right now. And I did say right now, he can... Okay, so he is still going for the Black King Bar. He is kind of popping off. Like, he knows he is more farmed than he should be, right? Because of all that laning shenanigans that happen. He didn't fall behind because of them. Because he's been getting kills. So he is kind of already popping off. And Maelstrom is helping him, farm. You don't have Chrono. You don't go in there. But you are looking to see if maybe enemies are just going to make a mistake, but they're not. Again, always, like, after a certain point, you always want to be updated on enemy information. What are their levels, where are their movements, because where they are right now is going to dictate where you farm. Again, Chronosphere is coming up, and they're pushing. Your teammates are going to respond soon, but they've already completed and they're going to back. But maybe, he's still sticking around a little bit. You're not going to waste the Chrono for the Witch Doctor. Again, no hesitation. Yeah, so YawaR, Gunner's going to survive, yeah. But they're going to get Husky. So not what you wanted. But again, that was what's... what the fear is. If you don't have BKB, they can just keep on doing that. But once you have BKB, you want to take this, People's Gift. For sure. This is one of the items that's going to help you snowball even further. It's going to give you more HP and more mana. 200. Or 130. I think it's going to give you 130 more HP and mana. It's not going to help you right now. You don't need the extra whatever that the Iron Talon is going to give you. It's not needed. But right now they're getting to a point where if you get lassoed or you get jumped in by a storm, you need that little bit of extra stuff to be able to survive. And then maybe Q your way out. Again, no Chrono. He's not joining the fights. He's pushing lanes. He is... he like, bottom lane is pushed out. He can't be there. There's no farm there. Okay. So he is actually going to go. He's going to go in the fight. But they don't even need him. Yeah. And now is he going to go for another kill? He is. You're here. You might as well get the assist gold and the kills. They're not going to kill you, 3v3 or whatever. You're Storm. I mean, Storm is not going to kill you. Yeah, kill you 3v3. Your team is very, very strong. Okay. You might die. Okay, no, he TP's out. Earth's Rare TP's out. Wow, what a TP. He would have died 100% if it weren't. And again, they disengage, go back to farming. Take their farm. He's going to see Luna bottom. Yep, Luna's bottom. I can Bats top. Alright, where can I farm freely? And you're always looking out for your... Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. He's going to complete the Mjolnir before BKB. Right? He recognizes that, you know what? He has the time to complete this before going BKB. And this is not going to set him far behind at all. Like, you should recognize how much he's fighting. And he's, like, let's look at, he's still the highest in his team for last hits. He's been fighting a lot, and for carry, and he has the highest last hits. Like, he's not just wasting time, ever. Looking for fights. The most he did was TP mid, and then immediately waste maybe 10 seconds walking towards a fight. And he got a couple of kills and assists. So well worth it. And now he has Chrono. Again, look for a fight. You know that Storm used all of his mana? You know this is a good time to fight. Oh boy. Again, he's always prioritizing this Luna. Whether they can kill Storm or Luna, it's always on the court. If you can kill Storm and Luna and shut them down, then well worth it. Yeah, he went to Time Walk for sure. So he maxed Time Walk, then he maxed Time Walk, and now he's maxing Time Dilation. The Rare Dead, you don't want to take this tier 2, you rather have Roche. Because this is the most important objective in the mid game. In the mid game, you're always going to be targeting Roche. So it's what's going to help you win the game. Taking an extra tower isn't as important anymore as Roche. And oh wow, Playlist is so good. He predicted that so well. He saw the jump in and immediately just chronoed where they were. Yeah. Yeah, Gunner's a little tilted. I can tell you that Gunner is tilted for sure. And they're taking advantage of that. And now he's going BKB. And they have like these two ultimates. This black hole and this chronosphere. You can be very liberal with one, and you can't be very liberal with the other. So if you use one, you don't want to use the other unless it will result in a team wipe. Or if it's the late game, where the death timers are huge, and it doesn't matter that much. And so, early game and mid game, you want to be liberal with one and not be liberal with the other. Unless, again, there's an exception. Ancients to the lane. They have Aegis. Chrono's going to come up soon. And they know that there's certain... No, their ability is on cooldown. They use Chrono. They use Black Hole. And the enemy are trying. This is their opportunity to make something happen because of these abilities and their cooldowns. Right. So you always have to... If you're an enemy, you always have to take note of when... If you know, Black Hole or Chrono's used... It's your time to go. You have BKB, so you can kind of still fight now. So this is the opportunity where, this is where your time kind of changes. It's not like you're no longer fighting without Chronosphere. Even though he went into the team fight, late, right before. But now that he has BKB, his job kind of changes. Soon, because of this Aegis and this BKB, he wants to be the person being gone on soon. Especially once he goes... Satanic. Once you have Satanic, you kind of want to be initiated on. You want to kind of turn it around with Satanic BKB and, you know, That'll be your job. Oh boy, yeah. So that was like a couple of mind games. Jesus, like he was faking it out. So Storm died. There is okay. So we're gonna. And Luna stayed because yeah. You know, two are still dead. Luna is she? No, she's not gonna survive. They're going to die. They're going to die this, but they don't need to. And you have 5 heroes dead. Now this is just a stomp from the team, but you know, your void is 12, 0, and 11 because he's been part of a lot of fighting, a lot of objective taking, and he still has 173 CS at 24 minutes. Again, you have Aegis. You don't as long as you're not being ganged up on 4 heroes, right? You're going to be fine. And you have BKB back up. Yep. And right now the enemies are so far behind that it doesn't really matter. So you can kind of be super aggro on them and you're going to kill them. Yeah, your Aegis has been taken. Oh, what? Okay, that's kind of a mistake. You have to kind of made a mistake there. Come on, you have to fix that. You have to. Oh, he hasn't noticed it yet, but he will. Yeah, there you go. You notice it. And he's level 20 and he's going to go the cast range. So how you want to play Dota is really... So there's an optimal build in Dota, or 2 optimal builds for some heroes, right? So you can kind of go the optimal build for that game. But there'll be situations where you want to... where it doesn't allow you to go to the optimal build. Again, still use Black Hole. Save it. And they killed Sammy Boy. So they've been using their ults for these 2 heroes that can carry the game, which is Luna and Storm. And they're shutting both of them down. So are they going to kill Bad Rider and push tier 3? Is that what's happening? Or, no, he's not. They're not. Bat's already dead. And yeah, you don't want to use your chrono for the unintended targets. You want to fuck the targets that you want to fuck. Remember, set some standards for yourself. All right. Again, they're trying to look for somebody, but you know, Storm's TP. Storm is very scared. So normally you're going to be scared of Storm, but you're already so far ahead that you don't have to be scared of Luna nor Storm. So you're the one who can just run at them due to your net worth lead. And after you have Satanic, you have no fear because you know how far behind they are, and they're not going to be able to kill you. They can literally throw the kitchen sink at you, and you can pop this Satanic, this BKB, and just be fine. How you don't even have to pop BKB, just pop Satanic and hit the creep wave or hit the heroes, and you'll be full health. Again, Luna is the most powerful hero on the enemy team right now. So you're going to use your chrono on her. He's keeping track of the levels, and yeah, Luna is the highest level and the highest farm, even though she's really behind. That's the most threat on the enemy team, and so that's who you're targeting. And look, even without this, because a couple of heroes are dead, he knows he's fine. He can just kind of look to get kills without it. You have to recognize when he starts being aggro. Like after he had the Maelstrom and his Ogre Club, he started, you know, his mentality changed. He's like, I'm so far ahead or we as a team are so far ahead that we don't have to play defensive. Even if I don't have Chrono, I can still TP into team fights and we're going to win just because we're that far ahead. Of course, they're not going to overextend, but you know what? This is not as good as the Arteezy game, I'll be honest, because Arteezy, you know, a lot of it was on his shoulders. This game, it feels like it's the entire team is kind of just dominating the enemy. Yeah, it's like 16 to 42. I mean, come on. So okay, there's that there, but you know, this is still an impressive display on what you should do. Yep, Titan Sliver over the People's Gift. And so, like, you're playing, you can see him playing for objectives, really. If the objective is towers, they go for look for a team fight, and then they win a team fight and take a tower. If the objective is Roche, they make sure they have vision around Roche and play around Roche to be able to take it at an opportune timing. Even neutral items, they're another objective. You don't want to be the team that's behind on neutral items, because that's one way you're going to either throw or get it really far ahead, is if you can take a team fight. If you have 3 neutral items, if you're 3 neutral items ahead of the enemy, you are going to win that team fight. Like, even if you're down like 2,000 gold or 3,000 gold, like if it's like really even, if it's like even game, neutral items can decide the team fight. They give you that big of a power spike. Chrono's coming up, look for Luna. They don't have any saves, and they have no saves when you have BKB. Look, his team, he's always playing in. Is he just going to ult this? No. Because yeah, it's not. You want to play it to where the enemy, is going to be caught off guard, or they're in a bad position, and your teammates can connect with you. Like, yeah, you want to play as a cohesive group, and that's what cohesion means. It's like, you know, he's not farming all the way at the end of the map where he can't either get to them, or if something happens, they're gonna fight without 18k net worth on their team. It's like, how do you throw? This is how you throw. He's 18k net worth, right? If they take a 4v5 right now, without this hero being active in the team fight, they're literally fighting an even battle in net worth, and they have +1, so they have damage and more spells, and you know, another hero to utilize. They might still lose that team fight because you're just so far ahead in levels, but that's not something you want to see happening. So after a certain point, you don't split up as a carry from your team too much. You always want to be just close enough to connect with them. Are they going to smoke again? Yeah, so they're kind of next objective. To go high ground effectively, you need this second Grosh, Aegis and Cheese. So again, you want to be in a position where you can take advantage of that, and be in a position where you can take a good team fight if it comes to that point. He doesn't see the cores, so yep. And they're disengaged. They leave their 5 position and they disengage. Yeah, they're really behind, and QuincyCrew is not allowing them to get ahead. And yeah, that's your next item, MKB. And now, are you going to take the Aegis or Cheese? That's the question. You can take either. I don't think even if they initiate on you and use everything, yeah, they're not likely to. Oh, yeah. So Roche isn't that low where enemy can just jump in and steal before they win that team fight. And yeah, they catch 2 heroes, and now they can't. Yeah, they can't run it. They can't contest, and now you can take this. Yeah, he takes Aegis and Cheese. He's probably gonna give the cheese to Ember, or he's just gonna keep it for himself. Oh, they catch the witch doctor. Unfortunate. So they get 3 heroes, and now they can just go high ground. He's giving the cheese over to his Earth Spirit. And it's almost level 25 at 33 minutes. This is an excellent showing on how you should be playing Void. Farm when you can, fight when you can, but don't waste time. And be in the correct place at the correct time. So if you're not allowed to farm, try to get kills. And if you're not allowed to fight, just farm. Look, they're throwing everything on him. He's in the front, and he's telling them, "Go on me. I have Aegis. I have Satanic." He just pops Satanic. He doesn't even want to be low. He's full health again. So still a buyback, and then they're just resetting. Yeah. Again, what save do they have for this? They don't have any save, and they also have follow up after Chrono. So you can, Chrono, BKB. And even after this buyback, you're not that scared. Because you're just that far ahead. You have the net worth advantage, you have the Aegis advantage. there were so many. Alright. That's a good morale boost right there. Setting up that many bounties and having, Gunner take them. But, yep. Again, he pops. You have this Satanic. It cannot burst you, and you also have the SimKB now. So now you are like 2 items ahead of this Luna. That's just sad. Like, oh, he's just going to bash. Yeah, he's just going to completely bash. Just too far ahead. Yeah, game's over. Let me just. They can just call GG, right? You can just call GG at this point. He's not taking He's not taking damage. Nothing's happening. They're just 1k ahead. Like 35k, 36k at 36 minutes. 1000 gold per minute advantage. They're like 3 heroes are dead, and you're fighting 2v. Hey, you're fighting 2v4. You sub, man. Otherwise, you're fine. Look, even right now, he's actually showing his face. He's showing his face because he knows. Yeah, he just doesn't care. He just had 4 heroes hit him, and he still has half HP, and he can literally pop Satanic here and get full health again. All 5 heroes are up. Luna's up. So yeah, now he's trying to disengage, and he doesn't have mana for Chrono. Aegis is almost over as well. And that's why he's playing so aggro, because he has Aegis. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Not the best jump. And now Aegis is gone. You have your mana back, and you still have everything. You still have all of your items and spells. And because you're fighting a 4v5, even right now, you're super confident. You're just super confident. Pop BKB, kill. Yeah, Luna, she bought back, and that's GG. You can call, yeah, we can just go tier 4s. And GG is called. So there wasn't, yeah, and he took the backtrack as well. But you see what happened? Like he itemized each step of the way to how well his team was doing, and how well, like, how the game was going. If he had to be aggressive, like, he changed his playstyle to fit the, to what he wanted. Like, if he couldn't farm in the early game, he fought, because that's how you get net worth if you can't farm. At the same time, if he couldn't fight, he farmed. And after a certain point, he was playing away from his team or with his team. And after a certain point, like 30 minutes in, or after a certain point, I can't talk. But this was a interesting game, to say the least. And maybe I didn't do it more justice because I'm just not that high skilled. But hopefully, I pointed out what. Look at this handsome man. Point out what needed to be pointed out. Taking advantage of enemy triangles, just taking advantage of the next objective that you want to take, playing around what objectives the enemies want to do, like or doing reacting to what the enemies want to do. All of that. I didn't swear so much. I didn't make any bits, but I just want to really analyze and see how he plays this hero. And yeah, it's interesting because I normally am much more passive. I normally don't have so this game told me, YawaR told me, you know what, you are lacking knowledge on when this hero is strong in your game. If you're fighting, if you're just farming, passively farming after you have like a couple of items, and you're still just waiting for Chrono to fight, then your understanding of this hero is not good, right? Because it was so early. Like I really, in my mind, it's so early. Why is he just TPing without Chrono? But he knew exactly how strong his team was and how weak the enemy were. And if he's just there with whatever net worth he has and whatever spells he has, they're still going to win that team fight. But if he's not there, then they lose that team fight. Then that's really bad for your team. That's a game losing move, especially in this meta. So at a certain point, he just used every chrono. Every chrono he just used on an enemy core. And that was important. He used it on Batrider, Storm, and Luna. He didn't use, if he got 2-man chrono, good. But his focus, he knew who the focuses were. At what time. And he didn't hesitate either when he had chrono. He just used it on them. Especially after BKB. If he had backup, right? So after his chrono, he didn't get the kill in chrono, but he got it afterwards. But after he had this BKB, he didn't care. Like, he can just literally chrono someone. And that's how important not having a save is. Like, he recognized there was no save on the enemy team, and that's why you picked this Void. And that's the best reason. If it was a Pugna or some other hero on the enemy team, you wouldn't pick this Void. Alright? That's the end. I'm going to go back to casting some other games. There's some tournaments going on that are really nice. But this is just something I wanted to add. Just because I like the hero and I like the player. And I want to increase my understanding of this hero. Alright,